we always chant a song which was very dear to Srila Prabhupada. It's called Jai Radha Madhava. So try to chant from your heart. Whatever you do in life, Prabhupada says, do from your heart. Be like a lion. Especially when it comes to spiritual life, Krishna consciousness. If you don't do that with your full heart, then you can't expect the results on the end of your life to come. Hare Krishna. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradari Janavalabha Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Nandana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Nandana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamuna Thiravanachari Athiravanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Janavalabha Girivaradhari Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Nandana Yamuna Thiravanachari Yamuna Thiravanachari Thiravanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Janavalabha Girivaradhari Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Anandana Janaranjana Yamuna Thiravanachari Yamuna Thiravanachari Nathiravanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Hari Radha Madhava Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Shri Radha Madhava ki Panchatattva ki Nrsimhadev Bhagavana ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Hare Krishna. So we are reading today from the third canto, chapter 21, 3 verses from 45 to 47. So I should read all 3, but then I should put emphasis on the third, and then you're going to repeat third one. Pravishya tat tirtavaram adiraja sahatmajaha dadarshamunim asinam tasmin huta hutashanam Vidyotamanam vapusha tapas yugra yujachiram natikshamam bhagavata snigdapanga valokana tadvyahritam ritakala piyusha shravanena cha. Now you can repeat after me. Pramshum padma palashaksham. Pramshum padma palashaksham. Jatilam chiravasasam. Jatilam chiravasasam. Upasamshritya malinam. Upasamshritya malinam. Yatharhanamam asamskritam. Yatharhanam asamskritam. Pramshum padma palashaksam. Jatilam chiravasasam. Upasamshritya malinam. Yatharhanam asamskritam. Pramshum padma palashaksham. Jatilam chiravasasam. Upasamshritya malinam. Yatarhanam asamskritam. Ladies, one more. Okay, no problem. Pravishya, entering. Tat, that. Tirtavaram, best of sacred places. Adi Rajaha, the first monarch. Swayambhuvamanu. Saha Atmajaha, along with his daughter. Dadarsha, so. Munim, the sage. Asinam, sitting. Tasmin, in the hermitage. Huta, being offered oblations. Huta Ashanam, the sacred fire. Video Tamanam, shining brilliantly. Vapusha, by his body. Tapassi, in penance. Ugra, terribly. We have one Ugra down. Yuja, engage in yoga. Chiram, for a long time. Na, not. Atikshamam, very emaciated. Bhagavataha, of the Lord. Snigdha, affectionate. Apanga, sidelong. Avalokanat, from the glands. Tat, of him. Vyachrita, from the words. Amrita Kala, moonlike. Piyusha, the nectar. Shravanena, by hearing. Cha, and. Pramshum, tall. Padma, a lotus flower. Palasha, petal. Aksham, eyes. Jatilam, not Jatila. Matted locks. Chira Vasasam, having rags for clothes. Upasham Shritya, Upasa Shritya, having approached. Malinam, soiled. Yadha, like. Arhanam, gem. Asamskritam, unpolished. Very important word on the end. We'll talk about that. Translation: entering that most sacred spot with his daughter and going near the sage, the first monarch, Swayambhuva Manu, saw the sage sitting in his hermitage, having just propitiated the sacred fire by pouring oblations into it. His body shone most brilliantly. Though he had engaged in austere penances for a long time, he was not emaciated, for the Lord had cast his affectionate sidelong glance upon him, and he had also heard the nectar flowing from the moon-like words of the Lord. Anybody knows what does it emaciated means in English? Emaciated. Like super skinny, almost like a sick skinny. Yeah, but he was not like that, because he has seen the Lord. Although he did so much. Anybody knows for how many years he did penances? 10,000. The sage was tall, his eyes were large, like the petals of a lotus, and he had matted locks on his head. We would say dreadlocks. He was clad in rags. Swayambhuva Manu approached and saw him to be so much soiled, like an unpolished gem. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Here are some descriptions of a brahmachari yogi. In the morning, the first duty of a brahmachari seeking spiritual elevation is hutashana, to offer sacrificial oblations to the Lord. Those engaged in brahmacharya cannot sleep until 7 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Heavy, huh? Brahmacharis. Sounds heavy. They must rise early in the morning, at least 1.5 hours before the sun rises, and offer oblations. Or in this age, they must chant the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna. As referred to by Lord Chaitanya, Kalo nasti eva nasti eva nasti eva gatir anyatha. There is no other alternative, no other alternative, no other alternative in this age to chanting the holy name of the Lord. The brahmachari must rise early in the morning and, after placing himself, should chant the holy names of the Lord. From the very features of the sage, it appeared that he had undergone great austerities. That is the sign of one observing brahmacharya. The vow of celibacy. If one lives otherwise, it will be manifest in the lust, visible in his face and body. The word vidyotamanam indicates that the brahmachari feature showed in his body. That is the certificate that one has undergone great austerity in yoga. A drunkard or a smoker or sex monger can never be eligible to practice yoga. General yogis look very skinny because of their not being comfortably situated. But Kardama Muni was not emaciated, for he had seen the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. Here the word Snigdha Panga Valokanat means that he was fortunate enough to see the Supreme Lord face to face. He looked healthy because he had directly received the nectarian sound vibrations from the lotus lips of the personality of Godhead. Similarly, one who hears the transcendental sound vibration of the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, also improves in health. They have actually seen that many brahmacharis and grihastas connected with the International Society for Krishna Consciousness have improved in health, and the luster has come to their faces. It is essential that a brahmachari engaged in spiritual advancement look very healthy and lustrous. The comparison of the sage to an unpolished gem is very appropriate. Even if a gem just taken from a mine looks unpolished, the luster of the gem cannot be stopped. Similarly, although Kardama was not properly dressed and his body was not properly cleansed, his overall appearance was gem-like. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Ste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasana Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama. So the first word I want to mention is Sanskritam. Don't be that foolish that the external cloth or external appearance sometimes takes you from getting the mercy. The first thing what I get by reading these words is approaching to the sage, approaching to the sadhu. I've been chanting for last 25 years. I lived in temple 15 years. Out of that, I've been temple president for 10 years. And two things, I would say, are the most important. How is your japa? Or how is your bhajan? And sadhu sangha. Out of these two, I would say even sadhu sangha. Because what happens even if you chant, and you're determined, and you're enthusiastic, but you don't have sadhu sangha, after some time, the chanting will go down. Unless you already surpass the level of anartha nivriti. What does it mean to surpass anartha nivriti? Don't think this is something, you're free of anarthas. No. Based on Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Madhurya Kadambini, which I strongly recommend to every sincere student, how Prabhupada would call his disciples and grand disciples, sincere students of bhakti, I would recommend to read that book and all the book of our acharyas. But in that book, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that anartha nivriti means after we pass 75% of anarthas. Which are those? Which are killed by Krishna in Vrindavan. You can study. You can study anarthas, because every demon represents one anartha. Which one are remaining? 25%, which was killed by Balaram. Balaram represents who? A guru. So these 25 anarthas, no matter how much effort we put, we can't deal with them unless we get the mercy of the Guru. That's why Balaram. It all makes sense when you read Krishna book and then you see Acharyas explain which demon represents which anartha, and then you see Balaram, and exactly these anarthas, these demons which Balaram killed, and exactly these anarthas what they represent is this 25%. But still 75 we pass, and then we come to Nishtha. Nishtha is fifth, right? There are 9. From Adal Shraddha to Prema. So if you have something 9, 5 is middle, right? 4 before, 4 after. So here we are like 50%, drawn here, drawn there. Material, spiritually. So then we get first real. Ruchi is later, just after the Nishtha. But we start having steadiness, and some taste. But unless we are there, some of us here are, many of us are not. You need to have sadhu sangha. I just feel that in ISKCON, our dear movement, we don't put enough effort, or we don't put enough emphasis how important for us is sadhu sangha. Devotees are everything. If you live in devotee community and there are many devotees around you, you are maybe a little familiar and you don't respect them much. But be careful. Lord Chaitanya can take association of devotees from you if you are ungrateful. Once you remain alone, ask devotees around the world. I'm from Croatia originally. I live now in Alachua in US. But in Croatia and other places, there is a one city, in general, one city, one devotee. Other places even less. But in Croatia, at least, almost every city there is devotee, but one, two maybe. So ask them about sadhu sangha. They're so almost crying. They're saying, no, I just, like Prabhupada said, without ISKCON, without devotees, it's hallucination to practice spiritual life. So I feel like we don't emphasize that enough. We don't appreciate devotees. Because the same book, Madhurya Kadambini Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that Madhyama devotee gives seeds of bhakti. Krishna gives a bag of seeds. And Lord Chaitanya was also giving on the marketplace of Holy Name to us. So they have a bag of seeds and they are giving to candidates. Madhyama Bhakta, he is giving. So how valuable they are. Devotees, Madhyama devotees. Uttama devotees are quite rare. I feel like we should put effort also in our movement to create more Madhyama devotees. More. They're just so valuable. They're mature. Madhyama I would translate as a mature devotee. The one you talk with him, he's not fanatical, he's not radical. But he's also not too liberal. He's not too relaxed, too aloof. Generally we go one extreme or the other one. Right? Either too fanatical, radical, or too aloof. Or whatever, everything is cool, whatever you do. As long as you remember Krishna. Not really. So Madhyamas are mature. They can help. They can guide us. And we have to understand. We have to deeply understand that without the mercy of Madhyamas, without the mercy of devotees, sadhus, devotees are sadhus, we just can't achieve what we want to achieve. We just can't. So we have to be more appreciative to devotees. And we should be more greedy. Lobha is a very important substance. The only important substance if you want to reach Raganuga Bhakti or Raj Bhakti. Raj Bhakti, it's a lobha. So you should be greedy. Really greedy for devotee association. And then properly. See how, just look at when the some Prabhupada disciples, senior, mature devotees come and see each other, how they put so much effort and how they very carefully deal. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, you can, I think he used number 10. You can host 10 sannyasis. You can please 9 of them. You offend one, you lose everything. You lose everything. So why we don't care if we offend the devotees? We can say, oh, but he's not sannyasi. So devotees are very dear to Lord Chaitanya. They are his life and soul. So we have to learn. Again, Madhyama devotee, every devotee who is Madhyama, he was Kanishta before. So he learned by the hard knocks of life. I have offended this devotee, I have offended this. Oh my gosh, my life was hell. And I was going so slowly. So now he's very careful. He hugs Vaishnavas. He asks them for the mercy. How can I serve you? How can I serve? What can I do, Prabhu? See confirmation. See? From Bengali hall. Coming. So important. Just try to... And then our japa will be good. Without japa, we are just wasting the time here. So we have to chant the japa. But japa will become dry. We'll stop chanting if we don't properly. Sometimes when we commit serious offenses, We can be brahmachari and suddenly brahmachari get lusty. Soon he gets married, live Krishna consciousness, live everybody. And then he thinks later in life, what did I do? And then he remembered that day, I was really obnoxious. I was even writing bad things on internet about some devotees. Because if you tell somebody you offend one person, right? You go and fight with devotee. You offend this person here. Not amongst everybody, but when you're one-on-one. But when you start writing on this crazy Facebook or wherever, thousands and thousands, sometimes millions of people can be discouraged of Krishna consciousness because of your kanishta, immature writings. So, if you cannot appreciate Vaishnavas, then at least not to write and not to, say things on this crazy social media. Whenever we have some concern, well, he's sannyasi and doing something. Okay, so who is your mentor? Who is your friend, mature? Go talk with him. Prabhu, I don't know what's happening with this sannyasi. Don't write on Facebook, what's happening with this sannyasi? I saw him. Or this senior devotee. Why to do that? Lord Chaitanya is observing. And Shri Radha. You are going to serve once Krishna? You think you can do different kinds of nonsense? No. They understand, if you are Kanishta, we'll do nonsense. But you don't want to be Kanishta. Like Bhakti Vikas Maharaj says, you can't claim, I'm just beginner. I'm just Kanishta all my life. No, that's fine, first 5 or 10 years. But Saraswati Thakur said, after 50 or 20 years of chanting, Nam, you should know things. You should know how to behave. You should understand philosophy. And you shouldn't behave like that. So that's what I get from this verse. First thing, Swayambhuva Manu approaching the sadhu. That's our life. That's what I consider the most important. I'm coming to devotee. My Guru Maharaj, I'm Bhakti Tirtha Swami. My Guru Maharaj is Bhakti Tirtha Swami. I don't know. The old senior devotees here, they most likely knew him. He left 20 years ago. Then I became Shiksha disciple of Radhanath Maharaj. I lived in Chopati for a few years. I was 5-6 years with my Guru Maharaj. And he was saying such a strong, impactful points. One of them is that try to treat every devotee who you interact like your spiritual life depend on the quality of your interchange with this devotee. Huh? Can you imagine that? So every devotee, if we approach like that. Yesterday I was visiting my old friend, and I was with him, and I was thinking, my life, my spiritual life depends how I'm going to treat him now. So what do? I put all the effort. Then in the morning I meet this devotee, and then I think, my spiritual life depends on my interaction with him. Then I put full effort. Can you imagine if we are able to do like this for every devotee? You know what happens? We advance very fast. But we don't see this often. This devotee, he's in Maya, oh my gosh. He just doesn't understand things. Or this is like that. Or this sannyasi, or this grihasta, or whatever. No, try to understand that. How is your bhajan, how is your japa? That's the most important. But this can also go down if you don't have proper sadhusanga. Sadhusanga. And if Krishna takes sadhus around you, then you will see what is pain. Narada Muni said that the biggest suffering, there are so many sufferings. By the way, do you know what's the biggest suffering body can produce? Brain cancer, brain cancer, kidney stone, disorder, the strongest, then kidney stone and the toothache. There are 3 the strongest one. But Narada Muni didn't mention any of these. He said to live without devotees. Biggest pain in the whole universe, what you can experience. So let us not come to that stage that Lord Chaitanya takes. Let us be grateful, so always be surrounded by devotees. So this is something which the first thing I get here, reading of this verse. Second thing what I see here is again what we need in ISKCON. You know, when we sit and try to listen to class, or when we come and give class, you tell me first, why do you come? When you come for the class, why did you come, and what do you expect? What do you come for class? Why do you think classes are important? Let me hear that. Don't be shy. When I give classes, usually I don't like monologue. I like to interact with my... Yes, Prabhu?
I come to class because I want to hear about Krishna from devotees.
Okay, very nice. Something else? Sadhu Sangha, learning very fast. Prabhu, very nice. Yes, Prabhu?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. I come because I think Bhagavatam class here, especially here in Mayapur or also everywhere else, especially Krishna make the devotees speak something special that often it touches our heart.
Oh, very nice. To touch our heart. Because me as a speaker, I'm nothing special. But if you devotees have a burning desire, if all of you sitting here have a burning desire to hear something from Krishna, what is important for your life, then Krishna will make me to say things. I will say 1,000 sentences, but each sentence will touch the hearts of different devotees because they are all different levels. So when we come there, we need to have desire like that. I want to come, I want to hear, I want to class, the speaker to touch my heart. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes?
Yeah, I heard Bhagavatam is no different from Krishna, so I always come and I pray to just get some kind of message that I can take and apply in my life.
Very nice. Thank you. I'm still looking for one word. You said very similar things, but I'm looking for one word. Ladies. Yes.
Hare Krishna. I don't have one word, but
Yeah.
my experience is I'm just visiting here in Mayapur for the first time, and I was fortunate enough to receive some seva that I do every morning, helping with the flowers, and so I don't chant much japa, in the early morning, and I've been coming to the class, but for example, this morning I had the temptation to not go. I'm like, oh, maybe I don't go to the Bhagavatam class, and I just use that time to chant my japa, but then I was thinking, what use is your inattentive japa? It's more important to go and hear the Bhagavatam and hear from the devotees who are realized. And then, like you said also, to receive messages that really touch my heart, that will be more valuable than chanting my inattentive japa.
Wow. Thank you so much. Yes. Touch the heart. Our friend Sankalpa, she has something wise to say.
Understand my own anarthas. What kind of anarthas do I have in my heart?
Wow. Yes, thank you. Who wants to say?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So for purification, by hearing we get purified, and to learn something from the devotees and to implement in our life.
To implement. Yeah. That's kind of what I was looking for. But actually the word I was looking for, what I'm trying to do now here, and what class should be there, is to inspire us. That we don't stop. Because Maya is so strong. Maya is so strong. We are all sitting here, but some of us can tomorrow stop practicing. But when you hear the class, oh, he was doing this, and then that, and then he almost died, and here, and then Krishna saved him. Oh my gosh, we go down with these stairs. Oh, we just feel so inspired. Oh my gosh, I wanna read more, I wanna chant more. Some of us may be thinking I should stop chanting, it's not working. It's not working. But then you hear something. So inspiration. We have to hear the class to get inspired. Because Maya is so powerful, but in the same time, he can do only one thing to you. Only one thing. You know what's that? Maya can uninspire you. She can make arrangements in your life that you start thinking, well, yeah, maybe that's not for me. Maya can just do that. She tests you. What does it mean, test you? To see how serious you are. And you will get different tests, and one moment you will lose the enthusiasm. You remember when we all joined, we were very, yes, I'm going to be pure devotee in few weeks. Then you realize a few years. Then you realize, probably took few lifetimes. But we were so enthusiastic. So Maya can just do this. She can kill your enthusiasm, nothing else. Because she will show you something, you will hear something, your anarthas will come to your eyes, you will be like, Spiritual life up to Nishta is hard. It's hard. From Nishta and further, it starts being like a song. But before it's hard, so we need all the help and all the mercy. Because anarthas, depends how many anarthas we have destroyed in previous lifetimes, how much sukriti have, then there will be struggle less and more. But it's hard. And Maya tests and kills our enthusiasm. So don't lose enthusiasm. Come for classes, get to sadhusanga. So when the classes are there, person has to speak. He has to quote, or the second thing is that he has to share his realizations. Based on my experience, the second one are more powerful. Because when he quotes, which is also important and nice, he doesn't necessarily understands that or realize, but when he shares his own realizations, even Saraswati, she was 4 years old. Prabhupada was so happy when she was having her realizations and just chant Krishna, call Krishna. No matter which level we are, we should share our realizations. So class means you're sharing your realizations, and your realizations will inspire others. I will not stop my enthusiasm for spiritual life. So come whenever you can and hear. We should be eager. Always, we should associate most of the time with our peers. We should teach those who are younger, but we should always be eager. We should beg Lord Chaitanya for association of advanced devotees, because they know something which we don't know. And many things are hidden which you don't know. Purnachandra Maharaj, when I was temple president in Croatia, he used to come, he wrote the book, Less Known Obstacles on the Path of Bhakti. Then comes Raganuga Bhakti. Then comes Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti. These things are very hidden. Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, we talk openly, everybody should chant. You are not this body, you are the soul, do Harinam Sankirtan, do book distribution. It's open, everybody knows. But when we go deeper and deeper and deeper, things get a little hidden. You need to develop qualifications, the main one, Loba, but then you need help of devotees to take you deeper and deeper, higher and higher. It's deeper and higher. Someone says, how? You go down or up? It's deeper and higher, same time. So inspiration of sadhus, of devotees, especially how you progress further. So when I was reading, the second point which came to this verse for me, again, what ISKCON needs. We need this. Remain enthusiastic, we need to have sadhu sangha, but we also need to take ISKCON in society. You see what Srimad Bhagavatam is doing here. He's coming and bringing his daughter. How are marriages nowadays performed? Boy and the girl, they just meet and I like you, you like me. What do you think? Let's get married. Oh yeah, why not? Let's do it. I'm astrologer also, so sometimes they contact me. I check compatibility chart, which Prabhupada talks about this. Sometimes they don't do even that. But in the Vedic times, it was so beautiful. I have friends, and they were telling me they are now 80s. When they were kids, their grandparents, which now they will be 160, they were taking care how to get married. Not mother and father, grandpa and grandma. So they were looking, searching, and they found the boy. And then grandpa first inquired the neighbors, the friends, about the family. Oh, it sounds good, sounds similar to us, but let's go and check. And there was like 10 family members going there. You know why 10? Why not only grandpa? They told me all the tricks. When the grandpa was talking with the other grandpa, other members, they would go to the rooms and lift up everything to see if the dust is down. Oh, maybe these people are just acting nicely, but actually they don't clean. They are not suchi, they are not real brahmanas. So when the grandpa was talking, other 9 members, they spread out the house. They were looking, oh, which spices are they using? Is there garlic and onion? Oh, forget it. Is it dust there? Oh, forget it. So deep, so profound. And everything is good, then blessings. So here, Kardama Muni, 10,000 years, he was getting ready for marriage. He was doing penances and tapasya to do something big. What was the big? To marry Devahuti and to beget many children. One of them, special one, to all universe, and then they can beget millions of children. So he was getting ready. So whenever you guys try to do something big, get ready. Look at the life of Prabhupada. Look at the life of Saraswati Thakur. And they ask Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you got your instruction 1933, right? 1933 from Saraswati Thakur. Why did you wait so long, 30-something years? Do you know what Prabhupada said? I was perfecting my bhajan. And taking prasadam and looking in the Rupa Goswami Samadhi. Prabhupada was getting ready. What do we do to get ready? How are we preparing to do something big? Oh, I'm just tired. But I'll do it. No, we need to have a consciousness. What Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did? He says, before preaching, I have to get qualified. 1 billion? No. You can go and still see in the Chaitanya Mat, there is a marble plate. You know how much time it took him to finish 1 billion holy names? How many? 10, 9. Some says 9, 10. Yeah, 9, 10. That was not the only vow. The other one was that he will not eat with hands. So they had a big plate and he was coming down with his mouth and eating that rice. Can you imagine how he was? We can learn from this. We can learn from these special souls. How to get ready to do something big. You want to get married? Do something like that. Or at least in our own capacity. You want to preach? You want to open the temple? When I opened the first temple in Croatia, somehow with the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, we opened 3 temples. The first one, my Guru Maharaj sent me to Chopati and says, stay there a few years to learn. So I stayed 2-3 years. And then I learned and I came back and then we were quite successful in doing that. So whenever you want to do something big, something good, you don't have to be like Saraswati Thakur. I don't think we are like him or like Prabhupada. But in our capacity, do something big. Prepare. What's the main preparation? Again, same point. How is your bhajan? How is your japa? You know what I don't like if I can share? Sometimes we come to Mangalarati and we chant ecstatically. Samsaradama Navidaloka. And the whole program. And then we sit for the most important part of our day. What did we promise to Guru Maharaj on the fire? I'll go every day to Mangala. No. I'll cook something. I'll offer the flowers to Prabhupada. No. It's very good if you do that. But we promise. Vrata. We're going to chant 16 rounds, not just chant them. So that morning, around 5 or whenever, it's the most important part of our day as devotees. And guess what? Then we are sleeping. Phew. This is bad. I said, devotees, don't come to Mangalarati if this will make you tired. Sleep 1 more hour. Because remember, this is the most important. How will be the quality of your japa? You will be able to commit some offenses that day or not. Talking about this. Other words, I want to say, how will be quality of your chanting? This is how your day will be. I will be able to say right things to right people in the right time and the right place. If my japa is, I will be able to kind of come into connection with Lord Chaitanya and my Guru. I will be able to do things. If japa is bad, we will just do bad things. Or one of them, which I was saying, we'll do some crazy apparatus. We'll just do nonsense. So that's the most important thing. So why do we sleep in the most important part of the day? So please don't do that. It's always kind of heartbreaking for me because I see how is important japa in my life. How I can mess up stuff. I'm married, have 2 kids. I think they are there in the corner, my wife. And for my Guru Maharaj, I can mess up stuff, and I can do so many bad things if I'm not focused. So I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. Let me go. If I'm brahmachari in temple and my temple president, my brahmachari leader says, you have to come to Mangalarati. Uh-oh, what to do then? And Prabhu says on Bhagavatam, don't come to Mangala. Right? So what to do? Is there a solution or there is no solution? I should just give up. No, it's very simple. Go to sleep earlier. Right? Even from the medical point of view, your liver starts purifying after 10 p.m. Don't go to sleep after 10 p.m. You will be very toxic. Amma. Your body will be full of amma. So don't go to sleep after 10. Like here in Mayapur, it's so sweet. We go to sleep around 8:39. Easy to wake up 3:45. But no matter what, just arrange your life, design your life in such a way that these 16 rounds, or at least 8 and then 8. I feel like devotees are telling me how Prabhupada was chanting, and then he pulled down the list, counter beats, pulled down, and he says, okay, I don't know if that was his exact words, but that's how some Prabhupada disciples told me. Prabhupada told some devotees from there, now I can do any crazy thing in life. My rounds are done. He was teaching the devotees the lessons. I can do any damn thing in life now. So that's my also realization. Doesn't mean that you will succeed at always, but just keep going. My Guru Maharaj also said, it's not important how many times you fall down. What counts is that you get up again. Again, Maya cannot do anything to you. She can just kill this enthusiasm you have. So after you fell down, she will say, come on, why even bother to get up? So many times you fell down. Why do you even try? Just take a rest. Go back to your old habits. You know how beer is tasty, how marijuana is amazing, and all this dancing in the clubs. It's so amazing. And you're thinking, oh, actually, yeah. That means she's doing her job, you did some offenses, and then she's killing your enthusiasm. Enthusiasm means, I want to get purified. I want to develop Vraj Bhakti. One day, Vraj Bhakti is very exalted. Means Raganuga Bhakti is spontaneous. With Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, we can develop also ecstatic love of God, but we can go on to Vaikunta. Because we see Lord as the Lord. Bhagavan Uvacha. In Vrindavan you can see. Lord Chaitanya came to give us Raganuga Bhakti, Ujjvala Bhakti. Where we don't see Lord as the Lord. He's our friend, lover, son. Otherwise you can't jump on someone's back. You can't slap Krishna if you think he's God. So this enthusiasm, it always keep, oh my gosh, I can't wait to develop symptoms of Raganuga Bhakti, of being a friend. I can't wait to see Krishna. I can't wait to steal Krishna's Ladu or Krishna's Sandesh. I can't wait to run with him. I'm really done. I'm done with this material world. So much suffering in my life and suffering everywhere. Once you start practicing, suffering stops in your life, but you still see suffering around. So you just want to leave this place. If Prabhupada or Chaitanya wants to stay and preach, okay, but generally desire should be there. Let me just live that. How to live, I have to develop something. How to develop that. And let me keep this enthusiasm. Let me keep this enthusiasm always. That's message of Bhagavatam. Always keep enthusiasm. If you see that enthusiasm is falling down, talk immediately with your friends, with your mentor, with senior devotees. Immediately. Another thing for the end I want to just say is that that's what we need in ISKCON. We need qualified people. We need this Mahayogi and Mahayogini. As a parents, we should raise powerful devotees. I don't know, like Kardama Muni or Devahuti, if that's possible, but at least devotees, pure. To be pure, when they get married, that was their first husband or wife. Powerful, strong, pure inside intentions. Then they will have another powerful progeny, and this progeny will help the world and help the ISKCON. For that we have to be qualified. Prabhupada says, don't get married, don't have kids. If you can take them to spiritual world. So we should be qualified. I live in Alachua and there is always talking how to make our kids devotees. How? Because they have so much influence. The best thing is that parents should be Krishna conscious. It's very simple. And for how to be Krishna conscious, japa. Kids have to wake up and see you chanting, and then they get desire to chant. And then they chant, they get qualified. Not like Kardama Muni, most likely, but very qualified. That's what we need in the ISKCON. That was my main 2 points on this class. Let us put more emphasis on Sadhu Sangha, because Sadhu Sangha will give us the most important thing. How is your bhajan? How is your japa? And let us create society of very qualified second, third, fourth generation. Because then these kids will do big things for Prabhupada and for us and for the world. But purity is the force, purity. If the parents are not pure, forget it. Kids will not be pure. So we have to work hard so we can be pure. Then we will beget pure kids. That's not the over, that's just beginning. And then they live with us, they get more pure, more pure. And then we found the daughter or the son from other family who is also pure. And they have even more amazing kids. And then there they have even more amazing kids. Then something can be done for this world and for ISKCON. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji is the boss here. If you have any, it's hard to stop talking about Krishna, right? But I was kind of suppressing myself to not go too far and too long. I look, this is my preparation. I talk only half things I didn't tell you. It's hard when you start talking. It's so beautiful to talk about Krishna. It's so attractive. You can't stop. So I had to control myself. But I think we have a few more minutes. If there is any question or any comment, anything, we can share. Yes, Prabhu. Behind you. No, Prabhu, he is behind, in front of you. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for enlightening us. So you are mentioning about japa as well as you are mentioning about how to make our kids devotees. So sometimes, it's with the kids, it's a lot of challenge for your own sadhana. Sometimes it gets disturbed. So how, should we balance or what should we prioritize? Because when the kids are very young, very small, like the first 5, 6, 7, 8 years, a lot of time and energy goes. Sometimes we cannot sleep on time in the night, or they wake us up in the night, or so it gets disturbed. Or if they come with us for japa, then they disturb our japa also. So should we, how should we balance these things so that we can take care of both these things?
I see you're doing good job so far. Your daughter is sitting the whole class. Very nice. Yeah, I can tell you, I was complaining to my friend behind you, how when you're grihasta, we should at least chant 64 rounds. It will be nice to chant 64 rounds to get more taste, to go deeper. And Krishna will open up more things. It's so nice to chant 16, but then you cannot stop even more. How it will be nice to have time to chant 64, one leg. Wow, it will be so beautiful. But you can't. I have 2 kids. So my formula, it's very simple, like brahmacharis in temple, because there is a difference between grihasta and grihamedi. Grihasta is almost like brahmachari. Grihasta is the one where has Krishna is in the center, and he engages in sexual activities to have kids. When the kids are over, he says, okay, I'm done with that part of my life. Now let me just chant, serve, and do other things. So grihasta and brahmachari in our movement almost the same thing. So I follow your schedule, guys, as well. I try to go early to sleep. You know why? Because when I wake up, if I wake up too late, you see this guy? There his name is Damodar, my son. If he wakes up and I'm not at the rounds, forget it. He starts jumping on me, and I have to give him my love, my care. I see him as Krishna sent to me. His representative, he sent his son, who is now my son. I have to do the best I can to serve him, to love him. So if I don't chant rounds before they, you know what then I do? Because they just want to play with me, just want to be with me. And then I didn't finish the rounds. Oh, you know what I do then? Not so good. I tell them, go and watch something. Go and watch something on computer. Go and watch something on the phone when I finish my rounds. I'm against the screens. I don't want, because being bored, guys, did you know that? When the kids are bored, it's something beautiful. You know why? Because boredom or being bored, it's the beginning of creativity. When you're bored, what do? You try to figure out something, how not to be bored. That's what kids do. But when they get screens, they're never bored. No boring. No boring. So then kids don't have creativity. Kids who watch all the time, they don't have creativity. Horrible. Bad. So I try to avoid that. So the only way, Prabhupada says here, Prabhupada, the only way, Eva Nasti. Get up before them. Get up before them like our brahmacharis are doing. That's what I try to do. Otherwise, forget it. If I'm on the 12 rounds and then Damodar or Tulsi, they wake up, jump on me, then, okay, I'm thinking, okay, only four more, I'll do something today. I will somehow engage them, and then I will be able to finish 4. Otherwise, the thing is that Krishna will help us to design, create our life. What is the most important to us as devotees? Obviously, how to achieve one day Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, Vraj Bhakti, go to Krishna. So, okay, how to do that? I'm married, I have kids. Okay, let me arrange. Let me be intelligent, design my life in such a way. In America, you know what's hard? Money. Money grows everywhere. And money is like honey. So in America, people can't stop working, can't not acquiring more. And then you don't have time for sleeping, for resting. And then you cannot wake up in the morning, you don't chant. So many devotees and many people struggle with spiritual practice in America because of working so hard. So if you think, I work too hard, I'm making too much money, I cannot sleep, let me work less. But I have to wake up in the morning and chant. My 16 rounds, what to speak of 64. But I do some service. Service to kids is big tapasya and big service. Krishna will be eternally grateful to make them devotees. So it's a seva. Don't see that, how do we call, when we see something separate from Krishna? Maya. So I go to temple, I do seva. I'm Krishna conscious. I go home, oh, my kids, my wife, oh, that's Maya. No, to see anything separate from Krishna is called Maya. So to serve kids, to go to a restroom, to cook, we do everything for Krishna. We connect everything to Krishna consciousness. Because if I don't go to a restroom and do my call of nature, if the stool doesn't go out, I'll be sick. Forget the chanting. When you get sick, you're body conscious. But Krishna conscious, body conscious completely. So I have to do all of these things. And I don't see them separate from Krishna. Otherwise it's called Maya. So I see everything, I try to see everything. So I serve my kids, I serve my family with the goal to be Krishna conscious. So this is Krishna consciousness. Whatever you do, wherever you go, you connect with Krishna. It's Krishna consciousness. Not Krishna is only in temple. Everywhere you go. Then no problem. See, I have these 2 little kids. There is Damodar Tulasi, and I'm able to go to holy places, chant my rounds, give class, preach. It's possible. That's why we are here in classes. Oh, yeah, he told me he has kids and he's still preaching and he's doing it. It's possible. I got inspired, so let me do it. Let me work less, get less money. Because sometimes we have too much money. We eat too much, we sleep too much, we get too much money. It's our tendency. So I don't need so much food, I don't need so much money, I don't need so much sleep. Really, I don't need. Body functions perfectly with 6 hours of sleep, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabhupada was saying about 6 hours of work for maintenance. America sometimes it's hard, but 6 hours. We just have to pray to Krishna and he will help us. My realization is Krishna beautifully reciprocates. We are honest and sincere, Krishna reciprocates amazingly, amazingly. Is that okay? Hare Krishna. Devotees, I think that Prabhuji is looking angrily at me. No, I'm joking, he's very nice. But I think that's we are over. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande. Hare Hare Bo. Hare Krishna.